hear me okay?
Well,
The mic's on.
Thank you. How about that? Perfect. Wonderful. Thanks for letting me know. Well, good morning. I'm Mundi McCarty, President and CEO at the Hoover Presidential Foundation, and we are honored to have you all here today. On behalf of the Hoover Presidential Library and Museum, where we are today, the Hoover National Historic Site on which this building sits, and the Hoover Presidential Foundation, I welcome you all to the 27th year, wow, of this amazing program established and created by the Hoover Presidential Foundation trustees. What a great vision they had. Every year, these students we're about to see make us aware of how blessed we are to be a part of their successes, and we certainly owe a lot of this to our many donors who recognize how important this program is for our youth. With the many endeavors you'll see that they all have so we can help them reach their goals. One of those donors with us really since the beginning of the program is a wonderful couple from Muscatine, Iowa, and that would be Stanley and Helen Howe. Stanley served as a judge and trustee, and then Helen was also later involved, and Helen is still with us at I believe 97 years young. She's not able to come today, but she has been many times in your seat observing this wonderful program. And for over actually 23 years, they both off and on served as judges for the program today, and then also on the Uncommon Student Award Committee that the trustees make up. Because of their support and commitment to the program, in fact, you'll see on your program, we have named today's event the Stanley and Helen Howe Presentation Day in conjunction with the program. So we're very honored to have them a part of this. Again, let us thank all of the donors, large and small, to this program that really make these awards happen, make the summer June weekend happen, as well as today's presentation day. So many big thanks to all of you. But I'd like us to get started very quickly, and I'll introduce our MC for the day, Nathan Steimel. Nathan is a native of West Des Moines, Iowa, and he's a 2021 Uncommon student. In fact, he was one of the recipients of the $10,000 awards at the end of the program that year. And to top it off, he's also an award winner of the Mariah Becker Leadership Award, Volunteer Leadership Award. So you'll get to see a little more about that near the end of the day too. Currently, he's at the University of Iowa and just started med school this fall. So we're honored to have Nathan back here to lead you throughout the day and make introductions for these programs. So welcome, Nathan. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mundi. Good morning. As Mundi mentioned, I am Nathan Steimel, an Uncommon student from 2021. This is such an exciting day for the Hoover Presidential Foundation, as I am sure it is for our 2024 Uncommon class of students. I remember oh too well what this day was like for me. It was exciting, I was anxious to share my project with others, and yes, I will admit, a bit frightened. Being on this side of the program, I'm still excited, anxious, and a bit frightened, so I guess nothing has really changed. I benefited so much from this program. We know these 2024 students have benefited from participating in the Uncommon Student Award Program through the work on their projects and by reflecting on Hoover's life as an engineer, businessman, statesman, public servant, and humanitarian. We encourage you to continue the uncommon legacy of Herbert Hoover, and by doing so, you will reach your own uncommonness and have many success in the future. I'd like to introduce our selection committee for today. We so appreciate the time and effort they have devoted to this program and for their participation today. The task before them is not an easy one, as every one of our students is truly uncommon and deserving of the $10,000 scholarships, but only 4 are chosen to receive them. Cindy Rieckhoff is the CEO and co-founder of Almost Famous Popcorn Company, a gourmet popcorn company based out of Cedar Rapids. She graduated in 2020 from Stanford University with a degree in international relations. Cindy was an Uncommon student in the 2015 cohort. Her project, Cash class, focused on teaching financial literacy and entrepreneurship to at-risk youth. Sarah Richardson. Sarah Richardson is a partner in Barker Companies, a family-owned residential and commercial real estate company which operates nationwide. She worked in international business at PepsiCo and Sonoco Products Company in Europe and the former Soviet Union. She received a Bachelor of Arts from Brown University and an MBA and an MA in International Relations from the University of Chicago. She serves on several nonprofit boards, including Iowa Jobs for America's Graduates and Oakland Retirement Residents. She's married and has 2 grown children. She also speaks French and Spanish. Tom Snee. A native of Duluth, Minnesota, Tom Snee graduated from the University of St. Thomas with degrees in journalism and political science. He has spent the last 20 years working in various communications capacities at the University of Iowa and is currently the Research Communications and Media Relations Specialist for the university's Tippie College of Business. He lives with his family in Iowa City. Dr. Gary Christensen. Gary E. Christensen is the Department Executive Officer and Professor of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at the University of Iowa. He is a joint appointment in the Department of Radiation Oncology at the University of Iowa. Dr. Christensen is a fellow of the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineer, American Institute for Medical and Biological Engineering, and Asia Pacific Artificial Intelligence Association. He's a lifetime member of SPIE. He has published over 230 journal and conference papers and has 4 patents. His primary research interests include improving lung cancer treatment, image registration, medical imaging, and deformable shape models. Delia Moon Mayer. Delia has worked with Iowa 80 Group and Cat Scale Company in Walcott, Iowa since she was 14. As president of Iowa80.com, she oversees retail operations, insurance, marketing, and customer relations. Delia also played a key role in establishing the Iowa 80 Trucking Museum, a nonprofit showcasing antique trucks and serving as a welcome center. A graduate of the Tippie School of Business, she is active in various political and business initiatives, founding the Truck Stops of Iowa Association and Iowa Business for Clean Energy. Gary Watts. Gary Watts is the founder and CEO of Watts Group, a real estate development, construction, and property management firm based in Iowa City. With over 44 years of experience, Gary has led the company to develop numerous residential and commercial properties, known for their quality and community-centered design. His dedication to fostering sustainable growth and providing exceptional housing solutions has made Watts Group a trusted name in the industry. Becky Watts. Becky Watts worked in the legal system as a certified shorthand reporter, served with Watts Group in development, construction, and property management. She is involved with various civic and nonprofit organizations, working to enhance resources and support for residents in the area. Becky's commitment to community service reflects her dedication to creating a positive impact in Iowa City and beyond. Thank you, committee, for your commitment to this program. We would like to introduce and thank the following people. Todd Grove, Facilities Director at the Hoover Presidential Library Museum, who's volunteering his time to help with our student audio and visual needs for the day. We also have us today members of the Hoover family and trustee of the Hoover Presidential Foundation. James Hoover, great-great-grandson of President Hoover. Leslie Hoover Lobel, great-granddaughter of President Hoover. Her son, Steve Marsh, great-great-grandson of President Hoover, and her husband, Todd Lobel. There are a few other trustees who are volunteering their time today. Our thanks go to them for all their help. Janetta McCulty, Dr. Ken Brown, Ken Fawcett, and John Burge. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, and without the help and support of the wonderful foundation members, staff, and volunteers, this day wouldn't run smoothly. Helping us with the event today are Mundi McCarty, Jackie Lynch, Shelley Mott, David Ancelet, and Tiffany Frederick. Before we begin, I would like to mention just a few things about the process today. Todd Lovell is our timekeeper this morning. He's seated in the second row. Todd will hold up a pink card when the presenter has 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, then no minutes left. The student should finish their sentence and end their presentation. Secondly, only judges may ask questions of the presenters. And lastly, please turn off your cell phones.